There's a little makeshift campsite that I put in. I put in several of these. Just about everywhere I go, I'll make a little setting area, and I hunt my way back to them, or I scout my way out to them. It just gives me a comfortable place with a great view sometimes, and it's usually around a good firewood source so that I can build a small campfire and I have a place to sit, either cook some deer steaks or have a sandwich or whatever. But I do this instead of hunting my way back to the cabin for lunchtime. So it's just something else to think about on the same topic of what does it mean to be a woodsman. Right here, building little campsites like this and stuff, I would imagine that the old woodsmen of the past, this is the stuff that they would have done ahead of time. That they would have had a campsite on many ridges, so that they didn't have to get back to one spot and one spot only. At least that's what I like to think anyways, that they had a lot of little spots. Well, I was talking to Mike this morning on the comments. Hello, Mike. You know who I'm talking to. I know you like to watch cook food too. Well, I'm just eating breakfast out here. Yeah, I came out the other day and this thing was flattened by a tree. So I put it back together that day so I'd have it. You know, this lifestyle, you have stuff all over the place out in the bush. Or at least I do. I have lean-tos, I have ground blinds, I have tree stands. I roughly use about 10,000 acres behind my cabin for my outdoor activities. I have a bush camp 5 miles from here. That's not food, that's a piece of wood. Fell off my plate. Anyways. I got a bush camp out here. The only way you can get to it is by snowmobile or by boat. Small log cabin. All it is a safety shelter. You could spend the night there. I have wood, I have kindling, I have all kinds of stuff. Well, today's trip, I got my coffee table in. It's about a little over 4 feet long and let's see, about 16 inches wide. I guess it was 20 inches wide. Up on the wall, don't know if you can see it. I built a wooden ladder a couple days ago. Got that hauled in here so I can have that for helping out with some of the stuff that's off the ground. Nothing too high. You got to be real careful when you're this far back in. And now I got this lean-to. It's just another safety shelter. I keep a few supplies here. I won't do it today, but I have a what's called campsite in a bucket. They're 6-gallon buckets, and I have food in there, dry stuff, top, all kinds of, whatever will fit in a bucket. Some cooking utensils, things to build a fire with. That way, if I get here, a lot of my stuff is already here. And what I do with it is I hang it up in a tree. About 25 feet off the ground. And like I said, anything will fit in the bucket can go in that bucket. I have rice, chicken bouillon, cubes, stuff like that, dry stuff. That way if I'm lugging a squirrel or a rabbit or a partridge, when I get here, I can make lunch. Get me a fire built. Make me a lunch out of that rice and bouillon cube and whatever meat I'm carrying. And those are the kind of things that really make my day.
I got that chaga smoking really good now. It's inside of my bundle. So what I'm going to do now is just squeeze this thing together and give it a little bit of air. Don't blow hard. Just nice even blows, and let that piece of chaga in there dry out the sticks. Here you go. Chaga sticks. It's some cedar sticks in there and some pine. It's a cedar woods is what I'm in. And on the way in here, there's a ridge behind me. I didn't have camera out, but there was 4. It's hard to tell this year, does or bucks, they ain't got their racks anymore. But anyways, as I was coming in, going up across halfway up the ridge, I kicked up at least 4. There might have been 5. But I know that there is a deer yard not too far from here. So my intention is to head over there after lunch and see if I can't come across some deer drops. So
well, I gotta tell you, them spare ribs sound good. well worth the effort. The whole 20 minutes it took. The whole 20 minutes that it took to cook them. At the end of this video, I'll put you in some links to more topics about the great state of Maine. There'll be 3 of them. I also have a round circle back there. I'm standing next to a bear. Click that bear if you'd like to subscribe to my channel. Looking forward to meeting you, and come along with me to the state of Maine.